the covenant. Now, if the Ark of the Covenant is real, the Bible talks about it coming from the area of Sinai. It was made at Mount Sinai. Where's the Ark today, and what happened to the Ark of the Covenant? Before we start the video, let me just read this one verse here. Have we started the video? Did I get you off cue? I'm sorry, Greg. The Ark of the Covenant just disappeared from history. It's one of those things where it just was a poof, and it was gone. There's nothing, that was stolen or it was destroyed. It just disappeared. And when did it disappear? Well, we know that it was in residency in about 701 BC when Sennacherib had Hezekiah surrounded in Jerusalem. Then, it's not mentioned again, and then we read in 2 Chronicles 35, where it says, now Josiah kept a Passover to the Lord in Jerusalem, and they slaughtered the Passover lambs on the 14th day of the first month, and he set the priests in their duties and encouraged them for the service of the house of the Lord. You do not have to encourage the Levites to service in the house of the Lord. They're trained and bred for this. Very interesting clue. Then it says, then he said to the Levites who taught all Israel who were holy to the Lord, put the holy ark in the house which Solomon, the son of King David, built. It shall no longer be a burden on your shoulders. Now serve the Lord your God and his people, Israel. The verb put means it's not there. So sometime between Hezekiah and Josiah, the ark was gone. The crazy guy in the picture there is a guy by the name of Manasseh, a maniacal, evil king. Practiced wizardry, sorcery. He put in pagan idols in the temple. He's a nutcase. And what he did was, I believe, he was so bad that the Levite priests would have been repulsed at this, and that they took the ark out. I think the ark might have gone to Egypt. In fact, in Egypt today, they have a belief that it went to an island called Elephantine, and the Ethiopians today have a living legend about the ark being in Ethiopia. So following the Ethiopian legend, we don't have concrete evidence of it being there, but they say that they have it hidden in a building that no one else can see. I've gotten to know the guardian of the ark and the Ethiopians well. I met with the president of Ethiopia. He told me, yes, they do have the original ark. Everybody there says they do. We can't prove it, but I thought you'd enjoy seeing the video right now of what we have done in the search for the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, now we're coming down the Nile. The Blue Nile. We're coming to Tanakirkos Island in Ethiopia. This is where they say the Ark of the Covenant has rested from about 400 BC to about 400 AD. This is a stopping place of the Ark when it was smuggled out of Israel, went to Egypt on Elephantine Island, then was brought to this place. And we went to this island. You can see the big stones there that were carved out. These are ancient stones. Look at the moss covering that. They say that the blood was poured into that and it was sprinkled on the people. This is an old bronze bowl. They say that this is from Solomon's temple. We have no way of dating this. It's hard to date the metal, but they say that this is from Solomon's temple. Very ancient. This is an island that has mud huts. No one ever goes there. Then they brought out meat forks. They said these were meat forks used in the burnt offering ceremony. That's not a cross on the top of it. That's an almond symbol, which is an ancient Hebrew symbol, the budding almond flower symbol, such as with Aaron's rod. So we have these ancient meat forks that were used, they say, in Solomon's temple. Can we prove it? No, but pretty exciting. And this old stand was so old with age that it's just bent over with fatigue. It's so old that it just lost its strength and it's just bent over. Now in Aksum today, they say the ark went from this little island and it was taken there by a King Ezana in about 338 AD. Taken to this temple, maybe a little later than that, but around 400 AD. It was taken to this temple, and now there's a guardian that sits in here, and he watches this all day long. He never leaves. His whole life, he never leaves that little fenced-in area. There have been 30 guardians before him. I would think that someone would say, if it's not the ark or thought to be the ark, that they wouldn't be doing this job. It's kind of it's an honored job for them. It's a very rare photos you're seeing of what's called the guardian of the ark. Now, do they have the Ark of the Covenant? I don't know, but I believe they either have the Ark of the Covenant or a replica of the ark that they believe to be the ark, and they've had this belief for over 2,000 years. Now, while I was